Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Let's first check out the headlines of today's bulletin. Cần Thơ City Party Committee reviewed the implementation of Resolution number 26 and QTW of the 10-party Central Executive Commission on Agriculture, Farmers and Rural Areas. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs organized an online talk themed Motivating Agricultural and Seafood Product Export to China. Certain regulations on pandemic control as COVID-19 risk level elevated to level 3 across Cần Thơ City. Top news. On November 11th morning, Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee reviewed the implementation of Resolution number 26 and QTW of the 10-party Central Executive Commission on Agriculture, Farmers and Rural Areas. The function, with the participation of Standing Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee cum Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phan Văn Hiếu, was broadcast to the districts. The outstanding results achieved in 13 years of implementing Resolution number 26 is the city has checked and adjusted the general planning and synchronously carried out sectoral planning, navigating agricultural and rural sector development to improve people's lives. Area of agricultural land decreases gradually to 114,260 hectares to 2020 with urbanization and is estimated to be at 112,380 hectares in 2021. The city tops Mekong Delta provinces in New Star Rural Construction with 36 out of 36 New Star Rural Communes and 4 out of 4 New Star Rural Districts by the end of 2020, 1 year prior to the plan. 10 out of 36 communes were recognized as advanced New Star Rural Communes. Regarding the implementation of the One Commune One Product or OCUP program to the end of 2020, the city has 19 3-star and 4-star OCUP products. To 2020, annual income per capita in rural areas reached over 43 million Vietnam dong, increased by 2.65 times compared to 2010. In 2010-2020 phase, the poor household rate decreased over 1% every year on average. In 2020, the multi-dimensional poor household rate dropped to 0.29%. Medical infrastructure and equipment was invested in. 100% of the commune's health clinics are assigned with doctors. The rate of health insurance participations among rural residents rose to 90% in 2020. The conference took most of its time to evaluate achievements and shortcomings in 13 years of implementation, determine the aims, orientations, missions, and solutions to effectively fulfill targets in agriculture, farmers, and rural areas development in time to come. To further effectively implement guidelines, resolutions, and policies of the party and state on agricultural production, farmers, and rural areas, Standing Vice Secretary of the Municipal Party Committee, cum Chairman of the City People's Council Phan Văn Hiếu, noted certain key missions and expressed the faith in positive progress made in time to come. On the same morning of November 11th, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs organized an online talk themed Motivating Agricultural and Seafood Product Export to China under the chair of Agriculture and Rural Development Minister Lê Minh Hoang and Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Nguyễn Minh Vũ. Attending the function in Cần Thơ City was Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng. The talk provided an overview of Vietnam-China trade relationship and agricultural and seafood product export to China from 2016 to present and how China became the second largest export market of Vietnam. In 2016, export turnover to China reached $21.96 billion and more than doubled to $49.03 billion in 2020. In 9 months of 2021, export turnover reached $38.8 billion, increased by 19.64% against that in 2020. Currently, the export of agricultural and seafood products to China is facing some difficulties. To effectively promote export, Vietnamese ministry, sectors, localities, enterprises, and representatives agencies in China need a comprehensive, accurate, and up-to-date picture of the market potential of current and upcoming regulations, Vietnam's ability to respond, as well as short and long-term solutions. In addition to that, the seminar also provided information on the promotion and implementation of trade promotion programs and gave certain warnings and support to handle arising problems and resolve disputes for businesses. On the afternoon of November 10th, from the District People's Committee, Cần Thơ Department of Industry and Trade, Cần Thơ Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, Cần Thơ Association of Cooperatives, witnessed the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between 7 high-tech agricultural cooperatives and Bát Hóa Xanh Commercial Joint Stock Company as part of the program for connecting and supplying goods to 67 Bát Hóa Xanh convenience stores in Cần Thơ City and hundreds of other units in southern Hậu River localities and the southeastern region, headed by Cần Thơ Department of Industry and Trade in collaboration with concerned units and localities of Cần Thơ City. Within this program, competent agencies also proposed many ideas to resolve difficulties for the cooperatives and facilitate Bát Hóa Xanh in accessing clean and safe agricultural products. Recent activities have resolved bottlenecks in bringing agricultural products to supermarket and convenience stores in Cần Thơ City, expanding the consumption of goods to higher-end channel of the city. With COVID-19 risk level elevated to level 3 across the city, there are certain regulations to keep in mind for areas of risk level 2, 3, and 4. More to follow. On gathering, the number of participants is limited to a maximum of 30 people for areas at risk level 2, 10 people for areas at risk of level 3, and 2 people for areas of risk level 4. Public and cargo transport are allowed in areas at risk level 2, allowed at limited operations and with conditions at risk level 3 areas, and suspended at areas of level 4. Food shops and coffee shops are only allowed to offer takeaways or on-site service at no more than 50% of the capacity for level 2 areas and no more than 30% of capacity for level 3 areas. The operation of hair salons, fitness and billiards facilities do not exceed 50% of their capacity in level 2 areas and no more than 30% capacity in level 3 areas. Certain regulations allow street vendors and lottery ticket sellers in level 3 areas as long as they are fully vaccinated or have recovered from COVID-19 within 6 months. State agencies shall arrange no more than half of the total number of employees in the office. According to the direction of the chairman of the City People's Committee, all departments, agencies, districts, ward, communes and towns in Cần Thơ City continues to strictly implement Resolution number 128 of the government on safe, flexible adaptation and effective control of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Department of Health shall coordinate in developing a process for detecting and handling F0 in the community with specific easy-to-follow steps and coordinate with the district people's committees to develop health infrastructure in case of outbreaks. Pursuant to Statement Number 5765, dated November 3, 2021 of Cần Thơ Health Department on the distribution of 58,500 doses of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, on November 10th, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee had official dispatch number 5732 approving the distribution of the aforementioned vaccines among citizens of Cần Thơ City and its 9 districts. Vaccine recipients are those who had the first vaccine shot of Pfizer vaccine and are due for the second shot, registered on the vaccination e-portal or possess the first shot certificate, and people aged 18 and above who have not been vaccinated against COVID-19, registered on the vaccination e-portal. Among those, vaccination will be prioritized for people aged 50 and above, especially those aged over 65, people with pre-existing medical conditions or chronic diseases, pregnant women, and other prioritized people as stipulated. And now, as usual, let's have a look at the updated weather forecast. And that's it for today's edition of Cần Thơ News. To rewatch our bulletins, you can log on to our website at canthotv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.